Okay. James McAvoy is one creepy motherfucker. Okay, so guys, I just saw the movie Split. This came out late last year in a few festivals, but it's predominantly a 2017 movie, directed by M. Night Shyamalan and stars James McAvoy and a few younger actresses. I apologize, I don't know the fucking name. But this movie bases on a guy with basically multiple personalities, but it's kind of a twist on it. It's more just a personality. It's like a new person, and they talk about that through the movie of how they become something else, and they have different allergies. They might be able to do different things than what their different personalities. So it's not just a personality disorder. It's a lot more than that. This movie was very surprisingly good. Okay, we know M. Night Shyamalan's history, his filmography, we know what he's done, and he's been a very hit and miss. And when he brings out a movie like this, when he brings out a movie in January, you're not expecting it to be good, let's be honest. It doesn't matter, like, you know, the trailers looked good, I'll give it that much. But I was still a bit wary. I think it could be cool, but I was not looking in expecting such a good movie than what it was. I think James McAvoy may have put on one of the best performances of the year. I don't know whether he'll be counted in last year's movies, because if not, he got snubbed big time for the Oscars. So hopefully he counts at 2017's, because he was just phenomenal. All his different personalities, they talk about the 23 and this 24th is going to be unleashed. We saw, I think, about 6 or 7 during the movie, and they were phenomenal. Obviously, the main ones, there was like a lady, there was like a OCD man, there was like a kind of flamboyant like fashion designer guy, a little kid, and a few more they just put in, and then the 24th, which I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to spoil this at all, but you know, that's the one, the big thing in this movie. But if you guys have seen anything about it, the girls get taken by James McAvoy's character, and then it's kind of like an escape kind of movie. They're trying to get out and then they can't get out. And I think it not started a bit slow, but I think the start was predominantly very focused on the 3 main girls. And you know, it wasn't, you know, as like engaging at that very first point, because they were just kind of trying to escape. But once they got, you know, into it more, focused more on James McAvoy's character, it really started getting very, very engaging. I thought the story was really cool. I think you've got to ignore the science fiction part of it. I mean, if you can believe it, you can enjoy it. If you're sitting here and going, you know, really, like, that's, you know, is that real? Like, would that be happening in real life? You're not going to enjoy it as much. I think you've got to embrace that they're doing it, and if you embrace they're doing it, you can really enjoy it, which is what we did. And we looked at it, and I thought it was pretty cool. Obviously, they have a doctor in it played by, I think, Buckley. I could be wrong with that, but she, I think, had some scenes that worked. I think there was a scene in, basically, it's like a Skype scene. I won't give it more than that. I feel like that was just, maybe didn't need to be in there. I was trying to feed some information to you more about it. I think there's a couple of scenes like that that just kind of feed you information. But other than that, I thought it was a really, really good movie. I think it didn't have too many flaws. I think the flashback sequences, I know a lot of people didn't like as much as I did. I thought they were really engaging, and you learned more about the main character, and you saw more about her life before what happened, and it made you, you know, more sympathise with her character once seeing this stuff has happened. But in the end, this movie was fantastic. Again, James McAvoy was absolutely superb as this personality disorder character. I think his name's Kevin, and you know, obviously each person has a different name, so I can't just keep referring to them all. But I think he was fantastic. M. Night Shyamalan really surprised me, because he has been very hit and miss, and when you bring out a movie in January, it's going to be very risky. I think he nailed it. I think this movie pretty much hit every note they needed to deliver a good movie. I really enjoyed it, and for that reason, it's going to get a B+ from me. The only reason it's not an A in my mind is I wasn't in awe like I should have been with an A movie. An A movie just completely puts me out. This was very enjoyable, but a B+ is not a bad thing at all. That's a very good movie. This could definitely be on top of movies of the year, and I look forward to some more movies during the year. You guys know what to do. You can get involved in the comments, what you thought about the movie. You can like, you can subscribe, and of course, have a good one, guys.